Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Tawana Worlds coming by on a quick trip to disrupt for just a quick moment. The purpose of my assignment on this video is for three things. That I know that you see, I know that you hear, and I know that you know what these cats is out here doing in these streets with these Hunger Games that they playing. I want you to see, hear, and know. I just want to show y'all where all of this is going and why.
They're trying to put into place a digital transaction control grid, which will tell you what you can do with your money, when you can do it, where you can go. If they don't want you to be able to use your money more than 5 miles from your home, that's it. Your money will turn off 5 miles from your home. If they decide they want to double taxes, they just take it out of your account. You know, it's all taxation with absolutely zero representation. And the interesting thing about it, once they get the system into place, it won't even be, I believe it won't even be your national central bank that will control. It will be the Bank of International Settlements and the global systems that will control.
Now hear who she's talking about.
All our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash. And there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that.
Basically, they can track and control cash. So we got to crash the cash so we can introduce and implement this central banking digital currency. And now we have another aspect of them trying to crash the dollar. Now, they just approved another $1 billion aid package to Ukraine with fighter jets and all of this stuff. But here on American soil, millions of lives and livelihoods will be impacted and greatly and severely affected because they down there playing games and can't come to an agreement on the debt ceiling. And by June the 8th, the United States will default on its debt and will no longer be able to pay its bills, which means 6 million jobs will be cut. There will be no Social Security checks. There will be no low-income housing. There will be no free reduced lunches. There will be no daycare, no Medicaid, no Medicare, no veteran benefits, no 401ks, no retirements, no IRAs, no mortgage. And you know what? What bothers me the most is that the majority of the people that look like me benefit from these programs, whether it be jobs, Social Security, low income. They are on these programs and they receive assistance from these programs, which means that will be catastrophic. And to put the icing on the cake, Biden administration to ban bank withdrawals. There you go. Amid decline in M2 money supply, Hugh Hendry warns. Now, Hugh Hendry is the hedge fund manager, and he has warned that the Biden administration is muling a freeze on U.S. bank withdrawals. Amid the decline in M2 money supply, a benchmark measure of how much cash and cash-like assets is circulating in the U.S. economy. Sometimes it's kind of relevant to panic. I would recommend you panic, he said. This is where I want to get to right here. Hendry further warned that it could reach a point where the Department of Treasury and the Federal Reserve will restrict the rights of Americans to withdraw their own damn money. Now, can you imagine that? Can you imagine waking up trying to go to the bank and take out what you so greatly is holding on to and it's not available? Well, yeah, it's coming down the pipeline on purpose. See, they don't mind giving us money because they can control us with money. But what they won't give us is gold, silver. They won't give us land, cattle, and oxen. They make it very hard for us to obtain that. And I wonder why. Ever ask yourself why? See, the beast system was never intended for us to be a part of it. That's why you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. See, we came into the earth as kings and queens and priests and sons and daughters of the Most High God with an inheritance. And that inheritance, or that economic system, is solely based off of gold, silver, land, oxen, and cattle. It's time to get back to the basics. It's not a choice in the matter. If you get land, you'll never be broke. You'll never be poor if you own gold, land, silver, cattle, and oxen. That's why they won't give it to us. And another thing that makes me go, I wonder why they using gold and silver and land and don't want to give it to us. But this is how they preserve and create generational wealth for them and theirs. Now, why is it that the other nations are coming together and building homesteads and getting in communities and living off the grid and purchasing land? Why is this the new big thing? Matter of fact, why our people ain't doing it? Why? Because this is the path to financial freedom. This is our inheritance. We living beneath our means trying to be a part of the beast system on the plantation. Come on, give us reparations. Why do you think they ain't gave us 40 acres and a mill? Because we would be wealthy. And they don't want us wealthy. They want us controlled, restrained, oppressed. And that's the reason why your girl is showing up. Now you already know, for the majority of you, that my son, another one, number 2, was taken out of this life prematurely. And I am in pain, but I'm going to use my pain for purpose. So now my assignment has pivoted. I don't ever come by and tell you about problems without offering you solutions. And the reason why I'm mentioning that my assignment is pivoting is because I'm not going to be standing on a street corner blowing a bullhorn. I'm going all the way to the mountaintop. You will never be able to take out my heritage, my future generations on my watch, and I sit by idly and study, contend with the culture and say, hey, y'all, we should be over here doing this. Come join us over here. That time is up. My assignment has got bigger and better. And I'm going in to the big house on behalf of us all. Not just behalf of my sons, but your sons, your daughters, us, we the community, we the culture, we the people. Every great leader, from Martin Luther King to Farrakhan to Rosa Parks to Harriet Tubman, they all had to get in the game and play it in order to win it. They all had to go and do something involved with politics and politicians in order to change things from the inside out, even if it was just civil rights. So that's my assignment. But before I go, I'm going to say this, because I always come by with solutions. The same thing that they're doing, we should be doing it. Because it's our God-given inheritance that we have wealth. That's a promise for us. And we should be doing it. We should not get caught with our pants down, not unless we want to get exposed. But now is the time, brothers and sisters. And so I've been pressing the gas on the government contracts, because that's the only way I know where you can go get what rightfully belongs to you and Big Mama and everybody else you say you out here doing this for. That's the only way that you can start anything from nothing and go take it and sell it to the government and make millions and billions and trillions of dollars and get your back payback. See, that's what it's called. Get your back payback. Stop asking for it. Get dressed and go get it. It's simple as that. The wealth of the wicked is stored up. You got to go get it. So I am going to allow 100 people to get in this government contracting for $500. It's not money motivated. The money is going to get me to where I need to get to. It's mission motivated. The mission is going to keep me there. Okay? So we got things to do and people to go see. Period, point blank. And while you need something, I need something. So I am allowing 100 of y'all to get in on this government contract movement and go get back what rightfully belongs to us. Also, and you don't got to call me and say, hey, is it still available? It's available as long as it takes your payment. It's already set in the system to shut off at a certain number. When it reaches 100 people, then it shut off. So you can get in for $500. I don't care if you got to go borrow it. Go use their money, use their credit cards, use their IRA, use their 401k while you still got availability to go in and utilize it. Go get it. Use their stuff to make you some stuff and get you set up is what I'm saying. Also, we ain't building nobody else's business out moving forward. This is the final call on that. Why? Because it's going to take my time, my attention, my resource, my courage, and my strength to fulfill the assignment and the mission and the mandate that is upon my life for this next movement. So if you would like a business built out for you, okay, for you, you don't have the time, you don't know what to do, you can't read, whatever the case may be, we are without excuse. You got few people over here that's willing to build it out for you. Just as we have built others' transportation businesses and coach you on how to effectively run that business. Then we're going to throw that at y'all for $2,500 and we only going to take 5 more on that. We only got 2 spots on the 3,000 and 2 spots on the 5,000 that we opened up. We are not allowing anybody else to grow their dough using our money. Why? Because it's going to take our resources for this next assignment. So we are giving 2 of you guys the opportunity to get in on it. Now, I've been telling you guys for a very long time that success includes. And if you want to get some cash fast, get online. It showed us that the wealth was transferred from the brick and mortar to online. It doesn't matter if you need to learn. By all means necessary, learn what you need to learn so you can do what you need to do, play how you need to play, and win how you need to win. Period, point blank. So with that being said, I've been saying that I was looking for folks to work with me. I'm going to give you access to get into the Millionaire Monarch. Not only are you going to get into the Millionaire Monarch, you're going to get access to their information, their secrets, what they do. So now you are without excuse. You learn on your own pace, but you got access. On top of that, I'm going to make you a hellified deal right here, right now. On top of that, for those that take action on this opportunity, I'm going to give you a 1/2 acre of land. Not only that, you're going to learn how to make an extra $5,000 to $50,000 flipping properties. Buy land, build houses, or buy houses and flip them. Using the middleman strategy without using your own credit, without using your own resource. You're going to get access to all of the programs and information that I know with a 1/2 acre of land, with coaching, with opportunities to go to $1 million events, get in touch with investors, the whole 9 yards. 10 spots at $10,000. Simple as that. And this is the final call on that. $10,000. I can negotiate with some of y'all and help y'all out with putting so much, and I mean like help y'all out, but you will not get the bonuses of the land and all of that stuff. We just bought some more land here in Frisco. If you don't want any of that, listen here. We got acres and we got a pond on this land. It already has electricity and water with no restrictions. You just seen them selling an acre for almost 20 bands. We're going to give you a 1/2 acre with the pond. It's yours. You get your title on it. You also get water, electricity. Your land appreciates. I'm going to tell y'all something about this land. You can take a 1/2 acre of land if you do not want to move to Texas at all. It's in the path of growth. So your land's going to appreciate. You're going to get money back, equity out of your land by itself. But if you would to go and plant some lavender on your 1/2 acre of land, you'd be sitting $50,000 to $75,000 richer every year. Now let that go sink in. So we got 10 spots for $10,000 on that property. We got 1 spot in the property that I'm at. Somebody put a deposit down that is going to get refunded. We not holding nothing. Don't try to be slick. You pay it in full. It's already been discounted. Or either you move along. Okay, so we got 1 spot on the land in Abbott where we are at. Everything will be down below, okay? Everything that I got for you, take advantage of it because I'm done. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the other side.